Hey, good. What the hell? Why do I have to have this sound disturb me at this point in time when I'm about to begin my recording? I don't know. Some van or whatever just passed here with loud music playing, but hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to the Monday episode of the Good Living Podcast. I'm really sorry I'm recording late again. And for the second time week in a row, I think I'm recording in a dark house. People who know me personally know that there's always light in my house, in my area. But last Monday, I remember sitting down and recording this, and it was dark because there was no light at that point in time. I can't remember what the reason was then. But today, another issue has sprung up, and there is no light. That's my personal problem. Shall people don't give a fuck. So, it's been a wild weekend. I'll be honest. I can't say everything, but insider things, those who know. So I delayed this episode because it was a wild weekend and I overslept today. I had to like make up for lost sleep at different times during the weekend. And so, pushed up all my activities up until, 3 p.m. And I had to like pack everything from 3 p.m. to now. I'm just finishing all the stuff that I have to. I've not even finished them, but delegated delegated some shit. Omo, I just got extremely scared now. I thought I moved a little bit from where I was sitting, and then I heard something else move. Like, is there some ghost behind me? I'm in a dark room, by the way. It's dark here. I can't see anything except the light from my devices. All right. So, as we normally do on the Monday episodes, I just talk some shit, right? I just complain and gist you stuff. Yeah. So, how did my weekend go? First of all, I went to MacFest. Not first of all. I think that was basically one of the last things. But I want to just comment on the show, right? MacFest was an amazing show at the end of the day, right? If you went to MacFest and you went early, very early, you probably lost patience and then left early or earlier than you should have. If you came anytime, if you came to MacFest before dusk, I'm pretty sure you left before the real fun started, and I would say you missed, which I wouldn't blame you for, but I'm pretty sure you missed. So that's that. But really, it was mad fun, right? The vendors were on fire. I think everything. I ate some things there. People were selling cakes, ice cream. The shawarma was great, and it was like they didn't have the no electricity to do the actual grilling of the shawarma. That's improvised by frying it. I think we did that at some point at Topside. Humble beginnings. We are still at our humble beginning. So everything that every vendor was selling was top quality stuff. The water, the drinks were cold up until what 10, 11 p.m. Like I literally at every point in time at during the show, or you still got cold drinks, you still had quality food going around, meat, everything was nice. The sound was proper, electricity was stable. In terms of planning, planning the infrastructure, it was a good show. But in terms of planning series or sequence of events with timing, you know, yeah, that's where you have that. But you cannot blame the organizers for that exactly because the support system, in terms of people coming in and crowd coming in time. The people who come for a show, they tell you a certain time for the show, but when you come, you see that people come in at you know how do I say it, sparsely distributed time. So if there are if 10,000 tickets were sold, for example, you would not have all those 10,000 people at any point in time. You will see people like 200 will come within the first 20 minutes, and it will just be spread out. And so for you to actually have 1,000 people at once, it would be impossible because people are leaving while others are coming in. So they tell you a show is 2 p.m., 3 p.m. People will still come 9 p.m. when others have been there since 4 p.m. It's messed up. And then you see people coming and people leaving, like nobody even knows how far, and they don't know when to start the show per se because now overall it was a good show. Vector came, and surprisingly Chudi came. Who remembers Chudi Gay? Gaga, yeah, that guy, he came, and he look, you're not doing that. Um, I remember thinking, this is a thought I've always had. Why is it that when I look at foreign celebrities, you see a throwback picture of who maybe Jamie Foxx or who's this guy that acted Achilles in Troy, Legend of Troy. What's this, the Angelina Jolie's husband? Fuck, what's his name again? Brad Pitt. I mean, just generally celebrities, right? Especially those who play, love movies, action figures, things like that. They always fit. Like the richer they become, or when they hit the limelight, they become fitter, sexier people. Even women as well. They have this obsession with their physical image that they want to preserve and look the best and be in the best shape that they can. No. Meanwhile, Nigerian movies, only few of our celebrities, and it will be people who have already been into fitness that just continue even after making money. One thing I know is you will see an actor who was relatively slim when he was still coming up, but once they are like established or they have money, especially the men, they just let themselves go. All right, you just see a male actor that was attractive in some movie, maybe in his breakout movie, for example. I won't call names, but just look at your typical Hollywood, no Nollywood actors who play, their whatever, their typical Nollywood actors, right? Just check them out and see the decline of their. I don't know if you ladies look at them a different way, but the decline of their physical appearance over time. They just start getting fat, growing a tummy. You're not depressed, though. You're not going through a bad time. You're not. I don't know. Maybe into alcohol or addicted to alcohol. You have an alcohol problem. Because in the US, for example, or in Hollywood, if you start looking like that after making money, they will think that you're going through something. Because you're making money, it doesn't take you anything to start hitting the gym to keep fit. And if you're the kind of person that gains weight and just gains weight, because some people eat me, I eat that. I don't gain weight. I don't know why. But if you're the gains weight, if you're not working out or like doing things, exercising, taking a walk or whatever intentionally to burn fat, then you're only going to get fatter. And then it gets to a point in the future where you would now want, at any point in time, fat people have always tried to gym. And you better start it now, not in 2 years' time when it's obvious that your weight is preventing you from having a comfortable, good quality life, and then you want to now start. God, I'm digressing. I'm digressing. What the fuck was I even talking about in the first place? So it was Chudike I was talking about, right? Notice that he was just, you know, fat. And in that Gaga video, I think he was jacked, he was ripped. So it's just funny how you go from, maybe he's only Sapa, but I don't know, man. I don't know. You don't have to be popular and mainstream at every given point in time before somebody knows you're making money. Maybe he just dropped off music, used the music money to do something else. I don't know. I don't care. But his weight, the tummy, the fat cheeks and stuff. I don't know, man. It's just me. I wouldn't lose respect for him because of that. I'm just saying I prefer if people would like take their health more seriously and and try to look better as they get famous instead of just letting themselves go and eating because they have money now to eat. That was one powerful rant. Okay, which leads me to my. I'm just scattering these things. Um, my weekend first of all, before I go into my second rant, my weekend. How did Friday go? You know what? This weekend was so fucked up. I forgot. I've forgotten what happened on Friday exactly. But yeah, on Friday there was a show at the lounge. My younger brother, little brother, a movie called Siege. Fuck. If you Google it, you might find it. I'm not sure. Yeah, but a movie called Siege is a short film, really powerful movie about drug addiction, and I won't give too much away, but the movie's out. And it was the premiere at Topside, and the place was packed. It was interesting. There was comedy, there was musical performances. A lot of BSU students were there. I think it was great. It was a great show. I didn't finish it. I had to. Where did I have to go? Yeah, but I had to leave and go somewhere else, so I didn't complete it. And then on at that night, Saturday night at my, we had this little thing at my house. Yeah, just a little thing. Wasn't too. Yeah, but it involved alcohol, right? And yeah, a lot of people stayed awake until like 4 a.m. So it just made our Sundays very, very bleak. And Sunday was MacFest, which I've spoken on. And so Topside had something to do at MacFest, and so I had to be there early. I didn't spend the whole time there. And it was the World Cup finals. God, how do I arrange this thing so it comes out perfectly? Because I don't start blabbing about one thing and moving to another thing. I'll comment on the World Cup once I'm done with my weekend. So watched the World Cup. A little incident, interesting incident happened at the lounge while we were watching that match, but I won't say that here. If you ask me about it, I might talk, but nah, not here where people are watching or listening. Ah, and so after that, I then went back to MacFest and I stood waited there. The music came on late, like I said, and then Vector took the stage after QDK, and he's just a phenomenal performer. I didn't even know how much of a Vector fan I was until I saw myself singing along to every single song that came on playing, and which really impressed me. I always feel like I have archives of knowledge where I don't know. I forget that I know these things until need comes up for them, and then they just come to the front of my brain, which impresses me about myself. I think everybody else has that as well. Not special. So he was a great performer. It wasn't a big crowd, really. It wasn't a big crowd, I'll be honest. And I feel like I really did feel like he deserved a bigger audience. But you can't really blame people who came early and they decided to leave early. No, but nothing gave them a hint. Nobody knew. Nobody expected that they would have to wait until basically morning. It was 12 when Fred finally took the stage. And yeah, there was YC on the cover in the beginning of the promotion of the show. But I think I cannot clarify anything. But my personal opinion is that I think Vector was a replacement for YC, but did not advertise Vector as a replacement because people who wanted to see YC would say, okay, YC is not coming anymore. I won't come. I won't buy the ticket. But I think Vector did justice. He killed the show. One of my favorite songs, the fuck Crown of Clay, right? Or what? Yeah, the song. I was just going to perform it, and he did. He killed it as well. So interesting, interesting. I think a lot of girls didn't know the thing at my house. I was talking about when we were talking about Vector coming. A lot of girls didn't know Vector, his music and stuff. They just knew there was a person called Vector, but like they didn't know his music and stuff like that. And at that same show, these same girls were like, you're cute," and I'm pretty sure people will be streaming his songs because a lot of the boys were vibing to it. So interesting stuff at MacFest. Enough about MacFest. I think that was the highlight. That's the last thing during the weekend. But as a result of that, I didn't get enough sleep on Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night, and so ah, yeah, my mic just fell. Picked it back up. Uh, so all that code I've been exposed to has given me the flu. I'm trying to talk my way through this episode and just rest and crash. So all the sleep I missed, I said I was going to get all of it back on Monday. I didn't care if it was the first day of the week. I can afford to sleep on Monday. Please don't kill yourself, people. You will not kill yourself if you've missed. Like, genuinely, not lazy people. If you think that you've missed sleep. It's important for you to sleep 6 hours a day. It's important for you to sleep 6 hours a day. So if you've missed sleep, it's good to get it back if you've been productive with the time that you've been awake. That's also I plan to do. So I slept last night around like 2, 3 a.m. And then when I woke up this morning, I woke up early as my body is just wired to wake up early. So I did wake up early. And then decided to, eat breakfast, do some little work I could do remotely, and then sleep for long. I woke up around 4 p.m. Oh no, three something, like 3:30 p.m. later on before I started my day officially. And then my second rant. I'm sure many of us have seen the movie. What's the name of the movie? Is it Far From Home? Yeah, the series on Netflix, Nigerian movie. I think it's a high school movie, right? I've not really watched many parts of it. Yeah, I don't know what has happened. I used to love movies, but there are some things I pointed out. I'm pretty sure the story is awesome because it's trending. And the first thing a good movie has to have is a good story. All right, so you will not end up being like glamour girls where everywhere is just shining, bling bling, but it's just a bland, mid-average movie. Everything about that movie is fine, but like as grumpy as I always am, I always have something I have a problem with, and that would be the constant issues I have also with many Nollywood movies. The lack of attention to detail, or is it me who pays too much attention to detail? Because if you said a high school movie where a real life 25-year-old or 26-year-old is playing a high school character, they would get in character, they would make adjustments to themselves to try and suit the age that they are playing. This guy that played F Young, in if you've watched this Netflix series Sex Education, great series. If you've not watched it, I would recommend. Sex Education has this guy. What his name is F Young in the movie. It's a British movie though, but F Young is Nigerian in the movie. I think it's this black Kenyan. Is he Kenyan or he's Tanzanian? I think he's a Kenyan guy in real life. He's 28 years old. I think he's 29 years old now. 29. In that movie, he's playing a 16-year-old. Otis's best friend. Yeah, that was the name I was trying. His best friend is a white boy, Otis. And they are both like pretty sure in their mid to late 20s, two of them. But they got in character and it's made the movie more relatable. Meanwhile, the same high school scenery here in Far From Home has students in all kinds of hairstyles. This is a school, all right? The female characters are just there with the hairstyle they are carrying in real life from their real life stylists. They just brought it on set and just shot. No, yeah, the guys who are clearly 25 years old, 26-year-old, who are supposed to be playing teenagers or at least early 20s people couldn't even bother to shave some of their facial hair just to look younger or do anything to edit the looks or appearances just to fit the role. I don't like that. It's like you don't care about the quality you're dishing out when you do movies like that. But it doesn't take anything away from the quality of the performance that the actors gave or the cinematography or the story. It's still a great movie in my opinion. Now, on to the World Cup. There's been a lot of controversy. And I'm saying this here now because even the ladies are interested in the what I don't know if it's in Mbappe or the World Cup. And I saw something. I was sitting with some girls and they saw Jude Bellingham. Bellingham is a fine man, by the way. And they were like, drooling over Mbappe until it was the highlights for the France England game they were watching. And they saw Bellingham. They were like, "Who is this guy?" And the way women crush on footballers, you will get if you really decide to start watching football, you will see men and you will be tired because everybody is fit. You just have to check their faces, and that's it. You see one with the five faces, that's a 10 for you, and then you just look a little bit. There's another one there in one match. You guys will just be doing that. Let me not. I don't know. Some of this you might start touching yourself to football matches or whatever. I don't know. So so I think my goat has won the World Cup finally. And I want to say I really think this puts an end to the debate. And if you think I'm a Ronaldo hater, I am not. I don't subscribe to this thing where two people are doing great and then you have to put one person down just so that you can elevate the one that you support. Davido and Whiskey, Messi and Ronaldo, whichever it is, Burna Boy and whoever, it's disgusting for me. I might join into the banter because of the comedy solely, not because I don't like somebody, I don't want somebody else to succeed. I always say this. The truth is, if Argentina had crashed out, my next favorite, my next team that I would have loved to win the World Cup would have been Portugal. For the sake of Ronaldo, I just wanted one of those two guys to win it because they deserved it. It's not about who I like more. I don't like when if people say Ronaldo is the best. It's not. I would say I disagree with you, but I understand why you think he's the best. But I disagree with you. But I disagree with you. Sorry, I was fucking with my mic. I was playing with my mic and pushing it away from myself, not knowing that it's affecting the audio. I might disagree with you, but I would not say you're stupid or you're wrong or start hoping that Messi fails in different endeavors. It's like yeah, he's not really necessarily competing with Ronaldo anymore and hoping that he fails because I just think that's disgusting. Like in Africa, I don't know why we are just so used to dragging ourselves down. You were a Nigerian, like the whiskey Grammy thing. Was it the Grammys? You're a Nigerian. There's a Nigerian artist who has been nominated for the Grammys. I'm 30 BG through and through. But if Davido was not nominated for the Grammys and Wizkid was, why on earth, as a wise person with brain, who is not, you're not stupid, your countryman is about to win an international award, a world renowned award, and simply because the one you prefer over him is not in that award and has not won it before, you would prefer that this your countryman loses out on it. It's like putting out somebody's candle when you don't even have a candle. It's hate. When they say my haters, you are. That's what you are. You are a hater, and you might think you're a righteous, nice person. You're a hater, and you have to change. It's disgusting. All right. So back to Ronaldo and Messi, for example. If people are arguing, yeah, standard argument is difficult to tell apart. That's why people say, okay, for me, and you can say my goat, even if Messi wins the World Cup, my goat is Ronaldo. Yeah, that's good, cool. Your goat is Ronaldo, fine. My own goat is Messi. And then the goat is Messi. Sorry. All right. Okay, I'm going to start an argument now. But thank God I'm the only one here. So nah. Okay, I'm with you guys. I'm with you. What do I mean I'm the only one here? I'm with you guys. Let me not assume that you're hearing this, I don't know, hours after I've recorded it. Um so that's the thing. So people who were supporting France solely because they wanted Messi not to win the World Cup, shame on you. Shame on you, really. Because I respect Ronaldo. He's a phenomenal player. He's not been at his best, but at some point, everybody gets it. Messi. If Messi decides to, the smart thing for him to do right now is maybe retire when he's still hot. So maybe plays one more season, maybe looks for one Champions League with PSG, or tries to go to one of the other top five leagues just to improve the argument. If he wins, what they call it, the Ligue 1, he could go to Germany and join Bayern so he can win. What they call it, um, what they call it again now, Bayern Munich, and win the Bundesliga. Oh my God, am I getting old or what? So he can win the Bundesliga, and if he wins the Bundesliga, he would have gone to three leagues, right? Just like Ronaldo, and won trophies in those three leagues. The three leagues are we one league with Ronaldo, and then two other leagues Ronaldo has not tested out. Ronaldo came to Premier League, won that. Went to Italy, won that. So he can come to France and Germany and then win those as well, and then to be very, very easily arguable for Messi fans. Maybe he can just do that and then retire. Maybe because trying to prolong him, I now see a stage in his career where he's too old to actually perform and he's flopping more times than he's doing amazing stuff, just like Ronaldo, and then he just gets fucked up. So no, if he has some sense, no, I'm not saying if he has what I don't. What do I know? Do I know anything about football? But I mean, I think I would advise if I were him, that's what I would do. If I cared about my image when they compare me with another player, that's what I would do. So the hatred is just enough. All right, everybody should just stop. Support two people, especially David and Whiskey one. Whiskey makes good music, but don't hate on him. Don't hope that he fails because it is not Davido getting the opportunities that he's getting. So the next thing, here is this story time. No, no, no. You know what? This story, I'm not going to say it because I recorded a podcast with this person. I heard it on a podcast, so I'm not going to say it. What's going to happen is on Thursday, I'm going to feature that recording. So on Thursday, I already have my material ready, so you can be sure that you're going to get your Thursday episode on Thursday and early enough on Thursday for that matter, because the material is already there. I just have to do a little prelude and I don't know what I call it, eulogy. I be what the ending part, and that's all. The entire middle part is already ready, and it's a mind blowing. I don't know, man. It does not blow anybody's mind, but I think it's a very interesting conversation I had with my guest, and we talked about when it is appropriate for anyone to have sex for the first time. I know the first morally correct thing you would want to say is after marriage. No, all right. I like to be realistic. I say the things that people don't want to say. Your parents told you wait till marriage. Your parents didn't wait till they're married. Maybe your mother did, but your father definitely did not wait until he was married. So, and all your siblings, all of you, none of you are waiting. All of you have slept with people. So nobody should come and give me shit. We're trying to do stuff with real life and say, give advices to people with what is actually happening. Not on a blind eye and pretend everybody's going to wait till they're married. Ah, God, I'm ranting about something I've not even released yet. Nobody's arguing with you, Kokeboi. So that's that about this podcast. Thank you very much for listening to the Monday episode. Whoa, wait, 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 wait. I was supposed to advertise something. Yes. Oh my God, I've lost my material for advertisements. Oh my God, this is crazy. Thank you very much for listening to the Monday episode. I know this is late, but I'm tired of making promises and apologizing. This is not the way I planned. This is not going to be the everyday thing where we just, you know, I keep saying I'm going to record early and I don't record early. I'm going to be releasing the Monday episode on a Monday night. Nah, that's not how it's going to be. So I'm going to improve on that. Thank you for spending your 25 minutes with me, and see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful week, fruitful week. Merry Christmas in advance. Happy New Year in advance. Bye bye. hold on, hold on. I'm back. I also want to explain something real quick. So about superstitions, I have one, right, and I'm talking about this now because there's an argument going on my WhatsApp, not in any group, but a couple of my contacts are responding to me about one particular thing. I have this superstition that when I draw, for those who don't know, I know how to draw. Like not stick characters. I think I'm a pretty decent artist. I've made money off of drawing in the past. So whenever I draw somebody I'm in a relationship with, it always ends. The relationship ends. It's not that I draw them terribly and causes an argument and it ends. Something else happens along the line that just makes us split. Just after I've drawn them, I don't know what is happening. And somebody's asking me about how many relationships, why would you say that's a thing, that's superstition? How many does it have to be? If they tell you, wait, if they tell you this house, the first couple that came here, right, they got divorced. I mean, it's a beautiful house to start a family. The young couple moved in. In a year, they were divorced and they had to move out, because it was too expensive for the man or whoever was left in the house. And then they say a second family moved in, and they too, under 1 year, they got divorced. Would you like to be, you and your wife, would two of you like to be the third family that goes in there to see if it's not superstition? Maybe it's just coincidence that those two families, of all the houses on earth. So yeah, of all the activities and things I can do to prove that I love my partner, I can skip drawing them, all right, and do everything else just so that I can preserve my relationship. Yeah, it might be crazy, but I don't want to lose what I have, so I'm not going to draw, all right? Because I said somebody, I think that movie I just talked about earlier, Far From Home, there's an artist there apparently, that drew his babe. My girl was complaining, saying that this man will not draw me because yeah, that's why I won't draw, because it has happened like that. The first time I dated somebody, I was earlier days in uni. I drew this girl, gave her. Okay, I hadn't framed it yet, but I just showed her. I kept it in my house. I was supposed to frame it whenever I had money for frame at that time. And before I could even get the money for the frame, something had come up that required us to split. And I can assure you 100% it wasn't me. It wasn't me. That was the first instance, and I had to use that drawing as packer in my house. It's student's house now, thick paper, very thick paper. So I didn't have packer, and when I had to prepare, I was like, yeah, this bitch's picture, yeah. I said bitches, this bitch, yeah. Well, I'll take that back. But yeah, so I used that to clean up. So that's the thing. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I've also drawn somebody for a guy. I remember when I was in school, somebody contracted me to draw a girl for him. Pretty girl, I remember. And I drew it. And wait, I hope you know what? Winner is MC Winner. You can check MC Winner out on YouTube. He makes skits. Amazing guy. This is one of the people in my life. I have no doubt he'll be successful at what they do because he just works really hard. So he contacted me to draw a girl, right? And I drew that girl, but it took me a while. And when I was finally done with the drawing and I brought it to him, he was supposed to balance me some money, which he still balanced me the money, but then he took the drawing and he was burning we were still in school, we were in the same compound in school. And he was burning his trash then. So I showed him drawing, I was like, yeah, mad. And then he put it in the fire and burnt it, and the girl is mad. So this shit happens, right? I don't know what happened. I don't know what it is. I'm not cursed, it's not me. All right, I've had multiple people, tens of people that I've drawn girls for, and I think it's still going well. I don't know if it's not going well. They've paid me. I don't know, but me, I'm not cursed. It's just my situation with my family, and then this was a one-off with the client. The second one was a girl I dated also that just kept giving me a series of red flags. Look, I don't know if she listens to my podcast, but I could hardly say I give a fuck. She was like red flag merchant for me, right? Because apparently our relationship started in such a way it was like I stole her from her boyfriend, right? I never trusted. Guys, don't ever think you're taking somebody from their like you meet the girl, you people, she says she has a boyfriend at first, and then two of you start feeling each other, and then somehow you two of you are dating now, and she's telling you she has broken up with the guy. Let me die. It's a lie. She has not broken up anything. And if you are wise at all, you have proof of this just by the activities, by the way she will go missing sometimes, by the day people arrange dates and she will not show up. Yeah, maybe it's just my experience talking. But there were just too many red flags for me to cope and just sit there and act like I'm a fool. So I left that relationship as well. So I just couldn't take it. But that was after I had drawn fucking hell. That was after I've drawn this beautiful girl, right? That's after I've drawn her. And thank God I did not spend money on frame for that. The girl actually made me 10,000 naira then. Yeah, I drew somebody influential who she knew. And she kind of like, linked me to the person. And then the person dropped 10K, which she still had to send to me after our breakup. That was mad. I collected the money. I think I'll leave it for her. So that that was how that one to end. Just after drawing her. But the red flags had been the thing for me. It was becoming too much. I was like, I'm not foolish. I will not just sit here and be taking this thing. She always had an explanation, but it just wasn't, those explanations didn't ever cut it. There are things like, we'll fix, okay, we'll sit there. By this time, how somebody you are dating, two of you arranged to see and go out to somewhere, and then you go and they will stand you up. They stood me up. Me, a whole Kokeboi, Sigma male, they stood me up. And not once. So, that's a clear sign. Funny enough, after we broke up, why am I talking so much about this relationship? Funny enough, after we broke up, close by was this boyfriend's day, and I had muted her status, but I didn't even go to check. No, I went down there to check something else. When I saw the preview of her own status, I saw that the ex or the person that I supposedly collected her from was who she posted on boyfriend's day. Magically, girls can't lie. So that's the second one. And then I had a sneaky, I won't say sneaky, I was still single then. I had somebody else, involved with at some point also in, I won't say the year as well, people might put two and two together, but a couple years ago. And that wasn't even a relationship. But the moment I drew that one as well, something happened, right? And we just used to disagree a lot. And then we stopped linking. And we just stopped talking. And that's it now. The only communication I have with that person now is Snapchat. Like Snapchat stories, nothing else. So that's why. Thank you very much for being patient and coming back. But yeah, I had to explain this thing because I think a lot of my contacts on WhatsApp listen to this. So let me just explain to everybody at once. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye. For real this time.